Hello and welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. I'm Ellen and today I'm going to be making a holiday inspired soap. I'm going to make candy cane soap using this fragrance from Wholesale Supplies Plus. It's called Peppermint Candy and it doesn't have any vanillin in it, which I'm excited about. A lot of peppermint or candy soaps do have vanillin and it discolors. Well, I need a really crisp white for my candy cane soap and this has no vanillin, so I'm happy about that. It smells sweet and minty and everything a candy cane should smell like. So what I'm going to do is split this. I'm going to make my oils and my lye solution, which will be an aloe vera lye solution, and I'm going to split the oils into probably 8 containers, equal containers. I'll split the lye into 8 little containers and I'm going to mix one layer at a time, and the last layer I'm going to do piping. I just want to do some red and white stars on the top just to add some interest, but the goal is to have red and white layers, you know, thinnish type layers. So come along and we'll do it. For me, it's just a lot of weighing and scaling, making sure everything is equally measured out. So the way I do it is I measure all my oils, get them melted, and then I divide it by whatever number I need and split it up. And that's how I go about it. For my white color, I'll add a little TD just to keep it nice and bright. For my red color, I'm going to use this Matte Americana Oxide. And it's just a really true red, and I like it. It's just has come through for me. It's a faithful red. It's not sparkly or anything. It's just flat red, and that's what I need. So I'll get everything pulled together, get my oils all split up, and we'll come along and make this layered up candy cane soap. All right, so I've got all the prep work done for my candy cane soap, and what I did was I got all my oils and butters melted and cooled, put my additives, which is colloidal oats and kaolin clay, and the fragrance in everything, and then I split my oils into 8 equal portions in these little pour spouts. So I have 8 containers of oil, and I did the same with my aloe vera lye solution. I got the aloe vera, the lye, the tussa silk fibers, and sodium lactate. Sorry, lost my brain. And I have these all split into 8 equal portions. And so I'm going to just do this one layer at a time until I get to the top layers, and then I have my little star piping tips. This is a Wilton 1M. Both of these are the same, and I'll do red and white stripe or red and white stars on the top of the soap when we get there. But this is easy for me to just do it in bite-sized pieces. That way I don't have to worry about it getting too thick between layers. It takes a little longer this way because each layer now has to firm up, but that's how we're going to go ahead and proceed with this. And the first layer is going to be a red layer. All right, so I've got my red Americana Oxide, and I'll just mix it into the oils here before we add our lye solution. That way I can make sure it's well blended in, all the good stuff. And now we'll add our aloe vera lye solution in. Time for the next layer, which is going to be white. So I have my pre-mixed titanium dioxide here. And I'm not sure quite how much because I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to give it a squeeze and see if that's the brightness that I want, and I can always add a little more if I need to. So get that blended in here. Here goes our aloe vera lye solution. We'll get it all blended up together. Oh, this peppermint candy fragrance smells just minty and sweet and really nice. So I'm at great piping consistency here. It's thick, it's holding on the side. So I'm gonna get it in the piping bags and let's get the top of this candy cane soap done. All right, it's the next morning and this smells fantastic, but it's a little bit dull, so I am going to use my handy dandy clothes steamer here to get a nice shine. So let me bring it up and show you. It's beautiful, the colors are vibrant, but they're not shiny. They have a little dullness, and I want to bring that up because I didn't put any glitter on here. It's just the soap, and so I've got this plugged in and waiting for it to get up to a good steam. And we'll just run the clothes steamer along here and it'll bring up the shine. And then I'll have to let it dry for anywhere from 20 minutes to a couple hours, dry to the touch, and then we'll come back in and split it into logs or soap loaves. And get this cut up and see how those lines came out on the inside. And there we are after the steam. It just brings a little shine to it. So it's been a couple of hours since I steamed the top on here, and time to get this log split. So I have to tighten up my log splitter. There we go. And let's get this out of here. The red, after I steamed, sort of bled over onto the white a little bit, but I actually think it's really pretty, if you can see that. So I wasn't disappointed at all. I was a little surprised, but it's okay. Let's get into these stripey beauties. Smells so fresh and good, and ta-da! I love it. Candy canes. And they really do smell like it, which is just a hoot. Very fresh. I love minty, kind of sweet minty scents. I really like them. So I'm going to show you here on this one. Nice crisp lines, but when I rinse the top, a little bit of the red bled down, but I think it's very pretty. It just sort of, I don't know, highlights the white ones, gives them a little dimension, so I actually think it's cool. So there we go. Just gonna keep cutting here. Not a lot going on, no different swirls. Hopefully it'll just be the same throughout. I did have a couple of very small breakthroughs on the there. You can see just a little rise right there, but nothing big. So I love Christmas candy, and the whole time I love to make candies for my family at Christmas. And peppermint sticks, I like to stir hot coffee or hot chocolate with a peppermint stick, so the minty sort of gets in there. That's like one of my favorite things to do. When I was a little girl, my mom would always put oranges, fresh fruit, and old-fashioned candies. And one of my favorite ones was those orange slices. You know, they're almost like a giant jelly bean, sugar-coated orange slices. I loved those, and candy canes were like my all-time favorite when I was a kid. This one had a little bit of a bleed through, or a breakthrough, but not bad. I think it's cute. A little wavy line, not the end of the world.